Okay. In last class, we have discussed about IPv6. IPv6, and as I remember, uh, in last class, we have ended the session with just a mind game by putting your serial number in hexadecimal. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now we have used hexadecimal number to take our serial number or roll number, and you all have seen if first student has taken his serial number like 0, then the next student 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, A, B, C, D, E, F. Then after this, the next student will take value 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1 F, then 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2 F. Fine. Now,
Yes, sir.
on the basis of this flow, IPv6 also works. Now, keep this flow in your mind and see the format of IPv6. I'm just going to send this. Now, see, in IPv6, 64 bits are used. First 64 bits are used as network bits, and last 64 bits are used as host bits. That's why network bit, and host bits. Clear? And in IPv6, we use 128 bits, and 128 bits are divided into 8 groups. In each group, there are 16 bits in all. Now, if we talk about only one group, then what will be the value? What will be the flow of value? See, in every group, I have used 4 characters. 4. All these 4 characters are hexadecimal. Why only 4 characters? Not more than 4 characters or less than 4 characters? Because we have 16 bits in each group, and we have to represent IPv6 in hexadecimal number. And in hexadecimal, there are 16 characters. And to represent 16 characters, 4 bits, maximum 4 bits can be used. Correct? So 4 bits means, if we talk about 4 bits, 4 bits means 2 to the power 4. Total 16.
16 bits.
16 characters, 16 values. In hexadecimal, there are 16 characters. So to represent a single character of hexadecimal number, we have requirement of 4 bits. Now, 4 into 4, 16. We have 16 bits in each group. That's why I have taken only 4 characters of hexadecimal. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine. Okay, now I am going to discuss about all the flow of hexadecimal number in one group. Suppose that this. Now, as per the serial number, as you have taken uh, um, in the classroom in last class, see, 4 characters of hexadecimal number. It means the first value will be 40 and next value will be 0001. Then next value 2, 3, and 000F. Fine. Till this point, is it okay? Till this point, is it okay? 000F.
Yes, sir.
Now, what will be the next value? Next value will be 10.
10. Yes, sir.
Then we have decided to take 4 characters. That's why 2 zeros are required here. Then next value will be 0011. Then
00,
it will last
12.
001F. Then next, what will be the next value? Next value will be 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Fine. Now,
Yes, sir.
it means gradually we will reach the value 4 times up. It will be the end point. If we will increase one more value, in that case, we will have value 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. 1 and 4 times 0. Means now there in this group there are 5 characters. Or 5 characters is not applicable for any group. Only 4, maximum 4 characters can be used. Clear? So every group will start from all 0 and end at all F. Amresh, mute yourself.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. Now see. Just IPv6 has no any subnetworks. Fine. And its all IP addresses are valid IP addresses. There is no network IP, there is no broadcast. Then how we will use the IP? So now see, this is the range of total IP address, means all 0 to all F. And all these IP addresses are almost valid IP address till now. I have just written an example here. Suppose this one is an IPv6. It is in correct format. Now, its first 64-bit means this group, this group, this group, and this group. These 4 groups represent network path. And these all groups are separated by colon. I have used colon. So in this network, what is the host path? This one is the host path. In this way, I have formed an IPv6 address. Now, in IPv4, whenever we have used any IP address of class A, B, and C, we specified a subnet mask also, because subnet mask gives the range. But in IPv6, there is no subnet mask. In place of subnet mask, IP prefix length is used. Now, what is IP prefix length? Now, what is IP prefix length? IP prefix length is a value that comes after calculation of network. And in our case, in this example, 4 groups are used for network. So 4 groups means 16 into 4 is equal to 64 bits. 64 bits are used to represent a network. That's why IP prefix length will be 64. And in subnet mask, we have done this the same thing, but the format is different. Of IPv4, we use 255, 255, 00, something like this. But in case of IPv6, we have just to calculate number of network bits. And these number of network bits is represented as a IP prefix length, subnet prefix length. I'm just going to show you an example of my machine. In wireless, there is no connectivity. I'm just going to disturb it. Right click, properties, C, IPv4. Okay, fine. We have already used it. Now this is IP. Open its properties. See, obtain an IP address automatically. It's okay, because in this case, my machine will get an IP address from DHCP server. But we have to just see how IPv6 address is. Fine, this is the IPv6 address. Here we will write IPv6 address. But just below this, there is a subnet prefix length. And in this subnet prefix length, we specify value like 64. This is the default value, because total 100, there are total 128 bits, and out of 128 bits, first 64 bit is used for network and last 64 is used for host. So this is the concept of IP. Suppose if we have to specify IPv4 also in the same format, then what we do? Just see. Suppose my IP address is this 10.0.0.1, and this is class A IP address. Its default subnet mask is 255.0.0.0. If you will just convert this subnet mask into binary, then you will get value like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 dot 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 dot 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 dot 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Now see, how many network bits? 1 represents network bit. There are 8 network bits. It means we can write this IP address like 8. And just write down below 8. Here the subnet prefix length is 8 ohm because in class A there are only 8 network bits. But if we will take example of class B, then like for 172.16.0.1, so we should write 16 here because in case of class B there are 2 parts are network part. So total number of network bit is 16. In case of class C, 192.168.0.1, for example, and in class C, there are three parts, 3 groups are used for network, and 3 groups means 8 into 3, 24 bits. Getting my points? Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, in IPv6, network bit is 64. That's why subnet prefix length will be 64. Fine. Now, few key points about IPv6. See, for manual use, IPv6 length is too much long. And we users have to take pain to write these numbers. 8 groups in group 4 characters means 8 into 4, 32 characters. At least user has to type 32 characters for IPv6. It is difficult for us. And one more thing, we are very used to with decimal number. This is the major reason why people are hesitating to use IPv6. But we have few solutions also to reduce our typing task. We can use abbreviation. How? How we can sort IPv6 address? Look, first of all, keep one thing in your mind. We cannot use abbreviation every time. If condition is suitable, in that case, we will use abbreviation. Okay. Now see how we will use abbreviation. Suppose this one is an example of IPv6 address. And in this example, just see, I have first value is 2000 means 2000. Second value is all zero, second group value. Third group value is all zero. And fourth group value is 30, and then at end 1. Fifth group value is all zero. Sixth group value is all zero. Seventh group value is all zero. And again, in last group, first two characters are zero, and last two characters are this value. If you get this type of sequence in IPv6, in that case, just see, suppose here there are zeros in two groups consequently, and in this in three groups consequently. Okay. So there are only two groups in which all values are zero. There are three groups in which all values are zero. So where there is a large number of zeros, we can use just colon. Now, this is just here. Just remove all these values and use a colon like I have used here. Fine. With a single colon, we can represent. I have represented all this. But what about these zeros? If you are getting in any group or all zeros, you can use a single zero in place of 4 zeros. Just 1 0. Just 1 0. Fine. And if in any particular group, if you are getting initial values as 0, you can remove it. Like in fourth group, 0 0 0 1. So out of 4 values, initial 3 values are 0. We can remove it. That's why I have written 0001 as only 1. Clear? And in last group, initial 2 values are 0. That's why I have removed it and written only 1A. See? Now, this is the length of IPv6. And now, after abbreviation, this is the length of IPv6. If you will type full IPv6 address into any system or at any node, and you will check it again, that node will abbreviate the IP address automatically. I'm just going to show you an example. Through practical. Just see. I'm going to use this IPv6 address at my own machine. Just click properties, IPv6 properties, 2000. Fine. Then colon 1 2 3 4 colon 1 2 3 4 colon 1 2 3 1 colon 1 2 3 4 colon 1 2 3 4 colon 1 2 3 4 colon 0 0 1A. Same. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm just going to click at this in this box. Subnet prefix C 64. Automatically it has taken 64 because by default network bit is 64.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Now I'm going to save it. Okay. Again, I'm going to just close. Fine, done. Again, I'm going to check my IP address. Properties. IPv6. C. Abbreviation done. IP length is very short.
Yes, sir.
Now, I think now it is clear to everyone. What is abbreviation?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, some key points like the very first IPv6 address is known as first type, means in which all zeros. And if you are representing all zeros with subnet prefix length 120, here I have used 2 colons. 2 colons represents all zeros. The value is all zero. Now this is known as unknown address. If we use all zeros with subnet prefix length 0, in that case, this IP address is used as a default route. In case of IPv4, we have already used all zeros of class A as a default route. Reserved IP, we have studied it in reserved IP address of IPv4.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we have also studied in IPv4 that 127.0.0.1 is a loopback IP. Is there any IP address in IPv6 that works as a loopback IP address? Yes, there is. All zero, then at end there are 1. All zeros, 1. This IP address is known as loopback IP address of IP. Fine.
Yes, sir.
For any casting, link local IP address is used. That link local IP address is FE80. Sorry, always start with FE80. There are also multicast IP addresses. Multicast means one-to-many communication. These addresses, for example, for OSPF, FF05, for OSPF with FF06 again, for RIPNG, FF09. These are few examples. Getting? Now,
Ji, sir.
leave this point because this point is, we will discuss this point 7 point EY format, extended unique identifier, in next paper because it is some tricky. Now we have to use this IP address for our lab purpose. Then it will be more clear to everyone how we can use this IP address, how we can just transmit our data from one node to another node with the help of IPv6. Okay. So we will see this practically next class. Fine. Anybody has any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
सर 6 पॉइंट में हो एक बार और समझा दीजिए।
5th point.
6
6th.
yes sir.
6th point. Look, my dear friend, English Drive, English Fest, English Communication Fest is going on.
Yes, sir.
If you will follow it at your home also, then it will support you more.
Okay, sorry.
6th point. In 6th point, I have just given you an example for example of multicast IP addresses, and just beside the multicast IP address, I have written the services which uses these multicast IP addresses, like OSPF version 3. OSPF is a protocol that uses FF05 for multicasting, FF06 for multicasting. RIPN-G, RIP and G uses FF09. EIGRP, again, it is a protocol. RIPN-G is also a protocol. FF08. Fine.
Yes sir.
Now I'm going to mark your attendance. Yeah, Rishu. Rishu
in that-
98.
Yes, sir. In that case, dynamic first configuration protocol that are not work properly, so what will be IP address will be work?
Sorry, repeat your question again. Rishu, repeat your question again.
Sir, in that case, DHCP not work properly. In this case, what will be IP address will be given?
Look, in that case, it has a link local IP address. It has link local IP address that starts with FE80. I will show you in the practical how a machine gets an IP address that starts with FE80. Fine.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.